Where Luke's attempt to clap there failed. I saw that.
It wasn't a clap. It wasn't even an attempt at a clap. I just pointed the
You
camera.
went to close your hands.
And I went like that. I didn't.
Yeah, you saved it.
How is this the start of the podcast?
Mate, it has to start off in a non-normal fashion. It can't start normally for us. It wouldn't be in our nature, would it?
That's a slightly incomplete clap.
I should just leave. Honestly, whenever I hear this, it just makes me want to.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Man brings in the joke every time he can.
You're damn right. Brand awareness.
One of these days, we're gonna have to explain that. But you know, we can leave people hanging for a while, just until it annoys people enough. Because I know some people are like, I hate the name. I don't like the name. Get used to it. You have to get ready for it. We're not gonna leave it anytime soon. But now, how you been this, Luke? Well, wait, hang on. How you been this week, Luke? That's the sentence.
Yeah, I've been alright. Like, it's just a standard week, really. Nothing really too exciting, especially from one standpoint, we know. But we'll get to that in due course.
Oh yeah, that's one way of always doing it. As I haven't really done much this week, to be honest. I think I've gone to work. We did the pod, and I've been playing a lot of champs and watching some Dross football along the way. But that's another conversation. That's just cool. We'll get to that in a few minutes because I want to cry inside a little bit. Although I did nap and miss the game today, to be fair, so I'm kind of happy about that.
That was a good call.
Yeah. I went to bed at like 1:30 and thought, you know what? I feel really crap. It seems to be whenever I get around the 6 o'clock mark, I seem to just feel completely fine. I feel wide awake, ready to start my day. Doesn't help I'm going to bed at 4 a.m. So that probably explains it.
That'll do it.
Yeah, going to bed at 4 a.m., going to sleep for like 6 hours, 7 hours, staying awake, and then going to bed and then just waking up and being like, yeah, no, not being awake is not for me.
To be fair, there was one day this week that at least had a reason to be up till about 4 a.m. Wasn't there? And that's gonna be the first topic, really, isn't it?
Yeah, good old Game Awards. Albeit, I think I stayed up till like, it was 3:30. There wasn't like I was there mainly for the reveals. I knew who was gonna win the awards. So I wasn't particularly fussed about that. And then, my God, I woke up to a shitstorm on Twitter and TikTok of everyone's tears being everywhere about Spider-Man not winning anything, which is just... Oh, God, because we both watched people play it, didn't we? And I played it.
Oh, we did.
And
we did.
Don't wrong. Fantastic game. Brilliant game. Not anything special, though. And the reactions of sort of some Spider-Man fans watching it where they're like, come on, Spider-Man Game of the Year, Spider-Man Game of the Year, then it's Spider-Man Best Performance, Spider-Man, and it's like every award they were getting nominated for, it was nope, not interested. It's a Marvel IP though. Marvel IPs are always going to get thrown in because it's a lot of money, a lot of spending, big budget, big actors. You know, Yuri Lowenthal, he's a fucking massive voice actor. So, yeah, and he's done a brilliant job in both games, but it's an improvement on the game before, but I wouldn't say it's a revolutionary game of 2023. And we'd know what a revolutionary game is because it's not FIFA.
Literally anything could be more revolutionary than FIFA.
Mate,
and I believe you mean EAFC. God,
sorry,
keep up with the releases.
FC24, my apologies.
Keep up with the releases.
Lethal Company's more like generational than FIFA. Oh, sorry, FC.
Oh, I mean, I do love the look of that game.
It's
not for me, but just in terms of what I've seen so far, I would enjoy creasing up for that.
To me, it's like the next Among Us equivalent. Because Among Us, it wasn't the gameplay for Among Us, it was people. People made the game so much more than it was.
Yeah, it also gives off Phasmophobia vibes, though.
Yeah, was Phasmo before Among Us? I think it was, wasn't it?
Oh, that's a question. I know Among Us is out for a while before it gained traction, so I actually could not pinpoint it.
Because I know both games were massive at one point. And I know very much the community games people played for a while was like Phasmo, Among Us. It was and Fortnite. But like they were the three biggest ones. Yeah, so Phasmo came out 2020.
Oh, then yeah, Among Us beats that. I'm pretty certain it was out before
that.
It became popular during 2020, but Among Us was like, I think it was probably released 2019, like late.
Let's have a look. Amogus, where are we? Yeah,
Among Us? I didn't realize we were talking Pokemon.
Among Us. Let's have a look. Among Us was not showing a release date. Woo woo.
Love that. Love that. Research on the fly.
2018. Yeah,
Damn,
so probably around the same sort of time, because I think Phasmo came popular almost straight after launch, near enough.
Yeah.
I think so that means around the time it launched, Among Us was also hitting the streamers. Everyone was enjoying it.
Well, it's probably hitting its peak by then. It'd been out a while, as we well know now. But I think as soon as lockdown really started kicking in, it just skyrocketed.
Oh, 100%. Like, I played a lot of Among Us, I think, with the likes of James and Lind, and I think a few of my American buddies and all that, and the Norwegians, and I loved Among Us to pieces. And if Lethal Company's anything like that, I'm gonna both meme myself on the internet forever with the amount of screaming I'm gonna do.
Oh, I'm sure. I can't wait. I've heard you're gonna be playing this, and I'm gonna be on that VOD.
If I saved all my VODs, right, there's a VOD out there that would have been from Outlast, and I nearly went into shock playing that game. Because I've watched gameplay of Outlast, I've watched an entire gameplay. Doesn't bother me. The minute I played it on stream, I was having shakes, I was that scared. I shit you not. I was there on stream, panicking like, please don't make me play this. I don't want to play it. And I hit a charity goal to play the game. And I was in the game, refusing to play the game. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I feel I did that, but with Layers of Fear.
Oh, good shout, actually.
That was the one. Not Layers of Fear 2. No, we've not got to that point.
No.
We're not on that level.
No.
But Layers of Fear, yeah, we did go for that, and I had similar experience.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of horror games or anything like that, but I can give credit where credit's due, and I think Outlast is a good game. It's just I'd like to play a game where I'm not crying out of fear. That'd be great. Like, I'm so glad I don't save VODs, because I will be saving the Lethal Company VOD, because that'll be...
Oh, I always save VODs. You've always got to save VODs.
When you don't stream like I do, VODs from over a year and a bit ago don't automatically save, so it's a bit...
Oh yeah, they don't save at that point, but yeah, you make highlights from stuff that's relevant, you know?
Yeah, you attempt to at least. But no, Game Awards though, bloody hell. That was funny. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3?
No.
Have you seen anything on Baldur's Gate 3?
I know a lot of my mates did talk about it, and though it's not one of my kind of games. I'm not normally that kind of guy.
Yeah.
But I've not really seen much on it, really.
Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh fan, Pokemon fan.
Hey, whoa, whoa.
No, give me a sec. You're gonna think I'm gonna tell you. Doesn't like that of all things. He likes all these, but doesn't like D&D. Come on. Albeit I'd never played D&D or above top games other than Dragon Age before. So I played.
I was expecting you to say anime there as well. Actually, with this whole dropping the he plays Yu-Gi-Oh, he plays Pokemon Showdown,
but he won't watch.
Doesn't like anime.
No, I'll leave that to the audience. Someone did that yesterday. No. To be fair, like I don't know. D&D has always intrigued me in terms of like. It's the idea of embodying a role and you create this character and this life and all this sort of stuff. And then sometimes you could die within 5 minutes of playing. Or you could survive on for months and play this. But I just don't have like the circle around me in real life to actually have those people play it. So the only chance I'd ever get to do is do it online. And no one online seems to be overly interested to that. I haven't least friends to do that sort of thing. It's why I played Baldur's Gate. I was intrigued by it.
I struggle to basically fully invest myself into it.
Yeah.
Into stuff like that. So we did do one. Well, I'm sorry. That's just. We did attempt to do one D&D campaign.
Right.
Only did one session.
Oh no.
I'd actually got somewhat invested.
Did everyone die?
No, no one died.
Oh,
no,
okay.
we just never did it again. The dungeon master soon left the country and now lives in Denmark.
But he decided to up and leave quite literally.
Yeah, no, but that was about a year before he left, though. So he had plenty of time
to revitalise the campaign.
Yeah, but it never happened.
See, I would honestly love to set up a campaign, get everyone I know who I think would attempt to play it, but my issue would be I'd probably spend a decade planning it. I'd have the story and everything done within a year, easy. I'd just never get around to it, no my luck. I love making stories, so D&D would be perfect.
It's just being able to actually get invested. That's what I struggle with. It's what I say with most role-playing games, why I'm not the best. There is one RPG that I played, and that's obviously got its sequel, and now, that's a release date announced at the Game Awards, and that is FF7 Rebirth.
Oh yeah, so the FF7 Rebirth Apex crossover.
Shut up. We don't.
So good. No, that's so good, man.
Shut up.
You can play as one of the Apex characters with a big sword.
When you get told, oh yeah, don't worry, people that are excited for FF7 Rebirth, there's more, and you're like, go on. I'm here. I'm all in.
I'm bracing myself.
Apex Legends, you're like, get out. Get out. What?
Players rave so teleporting through portals with a sword.
I was so visibly upset watching that. Like, I've been so hyped. Like, I didn't think I'd ever like sort of games like Final Fantasy. The only reason I played FF7 Remake is because it was a free, like, hour-long trial, I think, on PSN.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got it for free anyway after going, I'll boot it up afterwards, just in case, just so it comes up saying, yeah, you can't play it, so you have to buy it. I was considering buying it.
Yeah.
And then it just let me play forever. So I didn't pay for FF7 Remake. That's brilliant. So I love the game. I still have yet to beat the final chapter. I've now got a time frame that I have to beat it before the 29th of February. So I will be committing so hard into just making sure I can beat chapter, I'm going to say 16. But Destiny's Crossroads, I have to just complete that mission, and then I'm there. That's then me platinuming the game, and then I can be ready for Rebirth.
That's like me with Elden Ring, though. I got all the way to the end of Elden Ring, and I can't get past the final two bosses. I could probably do it these days, but I'm terrified of doing it just because I just don't want to lose again. I did the whole game, and I've never been a Dark Souls kind of guy. I've never been a Bloodborne or a Sekiro. Like I love all those games. I've watched gameplay, but I don't have. I get angry at FIFA. If I play a game like Elden Ring, it awakens something in me that I don't want to be there because I become ultra toxic.
See, I have a weird relationship with the Souls series. And I say the Souls series because I've actually not played any of the other ones because of a stupid rule I gave myself. And I hate myself for it. I can't move on to another game until I've beaten every boss in said game. So, I played Dark Souls 1, completed all the bosses. Did not allow myself to move on to Dark Souls 2 till then.
Mm-hmm.
Played Dark Souls 2. Completed all the bosses, all the DLC. I then got on to Dark Souls 3. I've yet to beat Nameless, and I've yet to even fight Dark Eating the Deer. So I've yet to start Bloodborne, which I did download for free at one point. And I've yet to play Sekiro, and I broke the rule and started playing Elden Ring because it was popular on stream.
Oh, it was massive.
I wanted them numbers.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
But I then did another thing that I do with these. I start playing. And then I just stop playing it for about 6 to 8 months. And then I come back to it and complete it. It's been nearly, a year and a half since it came out?
Something like that,
yeah. I've yet to come back and download it. So I still have that to do with Elden Ring.
See, the thing is, I want to do a second playthrough of Elden Ring and just enjoy it all again because I loved it. But I'm the same as you. I can't physically get round to doing a second one until I beat, I think it's Radagon of the First Order, then his second phase being the Elden Beast. I can get Radagon out of the way easily. It's just, I don't have enough in me to cheese the final boss at Elden Beast. I can't do it. Like, I've seen what the end of the game is. I've seen what, like, the endings there are. There's big DLC coming. When the DLC gets announced and it has a release date, that's when I'll go, right, that's when I need to have it done by, and I want to do a new playthrough by that point. But it's like, that 6 to 8 month thing. I loaded Baldur's Gate up yesterday for the other day. It was the first time I played it in 3 months. I remember being so into it. But what came out 3 months on PlayStation 5? FIFA or FC 24. So I ended up. What did you say?
I said, oh, why?
Oh, well, that was I have a thing, don't I, with FIFA. It's my.
Everyone has
game.
A thing with it.
It's my comfort
Everyone has
game.
a thing with it. You hate it, you come back.
It's a comfort game.
It tries to get you to spend money on it. Sometimes succeeds, and then you hate it again. It's just a vicious cycle we can't escape.
Well, it's like I've been doing one of my evolutions in it, and I've nearly finished it with the 3 clean sheets, and I'm like, I've done champs, got my rival wins, can't be bothered to play it, but I need to get the Evo, so I'm playing it bored out of my mind. It's why I'm like, I'm glad when games like Spider-Man 2 came along and Baldur's Gate 3 and all these things, because I need to break out of this cycle of just living in FIFA. I can't physically stay there all the time, because otherwise I'm going to be losing my mind all the time at that game. Things will never change with that game.
I mean, that's what caused me to stop streaming like most of this year. There was always a period until I started streaming, I would play each FIFA without break. Like, obviously I'd play other things throughout, like play whatever with mates, but I would always make it to the end of the cycle.
Yeah.
Then I started streaming and making content on it. And then I'd burn out by February, March and go, I can't be arsed anymore. I'm hating it. As a casual player, I could make it through the year, but as a content creator, I just didn't have it. And then that meant I would just stop streaming because of like I feel my audience want to watch me play FIFA. I don't want to play it. And I'm like, pain, because you're depriving your viewers then at that point, because you're not depriving them of FIFA, you're depriving them of yourself. Like, genuine advice is do what you want to do. Your viewers are there realistically. Like, some people be in there for the gameplay, some people be in there for music, whatever. Like, they're there for you, to watch you. Like, make sure you're enjoying what you're doing, and your core audience will be there for you.
100%. 100%.
And I feel I'm almost trying to gaslight myself into motivating myself into a comeback here. But that's the important things. At the end of the day, they're there to watch you play whatever content you put in front of them. If it's the game that they came for originally, and then they stay for you, then you've got
that's a bonus.
Viewer for life. But that's basically what you should be aiming to do, is
100%
make content that others enjoy, and they enjoy your content and you more than it's just, they're playing that game.
Well, that's the thing, and that's why I had a mini burnout on watching anime, and that's because I'm still in the mindset, but I'm trying to get rid of it, where the minute a new show comes along, I will only watch that new show to react, and it got to a point where I'd only watch anime to react. So I'd sit around all day watching shit on Netflix or shit on Prime Video that I just don't want to watch, and I'd rather sink my teeth into something that I really want to watch, but because I'm in the react mode or I'm in the content mode, I can't break from it. It's like, if I watch this and there's a big moment in it, it'll cost me views because I'm prioritizing watching it for myself rather than react. These days, I'm like, I still have the lasting effects of burnout. It's why I don't stream and make as many YouTube videos, because I get into my head like, if I play Baldur's Gate walkthrough, I'm not going to want to play it off video. If I play FIFA on it, I'm not going to want to do that. Like, so I'm not risking it until I can get my head out of that. So it's like I'm doing weekly anime at the moment, but then I'm watching other shows on the side that I'm not recording, so I don't lose my interest in it. It's why I envy those who can just sort of not look at it a bit half-heartedly, but like those who prioritize just streaming and they don't really go headfirst into a specific topic on videos, and they're sort of a bit variety. Like, a really good example of someone with really good variety content is James. Like, the guy goes from reacts to reacts to reacts, some walkthroughs, even for games that he's willingly said in the videos that are boring as shit. There was one I can't remember what it's called, like Stolis or Lonis. It was
I believe you played Fort Solace. I believe is what James
Fort
played.
Shitus.
Well, that's just uncalled for.
Does anyone disagree with me? There's only you.
I didn't really watch much of it. I wasn't
there's
around
only
during that
you here
period.
to
I
make
watched
this-
bits of it. I watched bits of it. Like,
awful.
you know,
It looked awful.
like I'm pretty certain I watched the finale. See, that was all right.
Yeah, the finale is the best part of the game when you have to stop playing it.
Well, okay, that's done. Jesus, sounds below the belt.
Mate, below the belt is the best place to aim. But it's like, I don't know, like, what was I saying? Yeah, with the Game Awards, right? And I keep doubling back to it because I'm quite intrigued by it. Is like, I was watching it through, and I thought as a reveal event for all these new trailers, brilliant. As an awards ceremony, it stunk. Absolute. They were giving Anthony Mackie 10 minutes to talk, and then the person they gave the award to, they were ushering them off after 3 minutes.
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
Why does Mackie get to talk?
Oh,
he's earned a bag there. He has earned a load of money to present something he knows nothing about. This whole spiel of I'm a celebrity, I play video games too. Why do you have to say it? You're at a Game Awards. I'm just going to assume you do, but by saying that, I think you don't. Just don't bother. Yeah. Like, and then you got the Jordan Peele and the fucking I can't pronounce his name. I never can.
Kojima.
Yeah, Kojima's new game. They showed nothing other than a really weird trailer, as usual.
Yes.
Always cryptic.
It is Kojima.
Yeah, Kojima always does cryptic games. Like, I love Death Stranding. I just can't play it because it scares the shit out of me. I played the opening 10, 15 minutes. I got all the way to the first part where you're inside of a building, and then all of a sudden there's these giant invisible creatures killing things, and I was like, close it, not playing it. I'm too scared, not doing this. And I need to get over that. But no, like, can't deny it was an awful event for awards. Awful. They gave no one the time. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't really disagree on that. To quote one of the people that gave out one of the awards, it was all right.
But it's like there was the Baldur's Gate 3 one when they won it, and they were talking about those who have passed away since making the game, and they were trying to honor the people who have died, who have made the game, who have passed away, and they got big old signs in the background saying, "Please wrap it up," and I'm like, fuck off. They're talking about friends who have died, and you're there going, "Yeah, you speed up, please. Speed up." I don't care. Just
hurry this along. Like, come
on. We need to get the Microsoft advert for the new tablet. Come on, move. New Xbox advert to advertise Apex's crossover with Final Fantasy. Come on.
Shut up about that. I still hate that.
But no, as a pure reveal event, it was brilliant. Like, I remember when the the God of War bit that pops up.
Yes, the free DLC.
I started screaming because I was watching it and I was like, because this was the same night when Lynn's stream went cuckoo, and I was messaging him about it, and then it popped up as like God of War, and I'm like, oh my god, it's God of War 3. Oh my god. I started screaming, sent Lynn a voice note of me screaming my lungs out, and then I realized it was a free DLC, and I was like, okay.
You just reminded me about how I lost my mind, and then actually lost my mind at the FF7 Rebirth reveal. Because I realized, the FF7 Rebirth reveal, I'm in a call with my mates, I'm like, shut up. Just clicking, shut up. And then my internet went.
Oh.
So I missed most of it and came back and was like, for all those that are excited, here's more. And it's the freaking goddamn Apex thing. I was incredulous.
Incredulous. He's throwing out incredulous.
I'm throwing out incredulous here. I was beside myself.
And he's beside himself.
God damn right I was. I missed it live. I had to go back and watch it separately because of my freaking internet cutting out, and it came back just in time to troll me with an Apex Legends bloody crossover. Would you not be fuming?
Oh no, I'd be absolutely.
Would you not be
screaming.
fuming if suddenly your free DLC, you're like, you got all the reveals of Kratos, and then you just missed the part where it says free DLC. Your hype come back and it's just comes up free DLC.
To be fair, I haven't even played Ragnarok. Okay. I've watched the whole gameplay through, and I've watched both James and Lindstrom play it. Like, it's one of those where I didn't have the money or the console at the time to get the game, and I've just never gone back and bought it and played it because I've already seen it all the way through. So I'm a bit like, meh. It's like, it's a lot of things at the moment. If I miss it, I'm not interested. Like, if we're talking about stuff we missed, I missed the Man United game today.
I was about to say I was going to transition into talking of things that we're incredulous and very much annoyed about.
Yeah.
Football.
So since the pod,
at least you've seen your team win in the last 5 games. At least you've seen your team win.
So for context, for those who don't follow football, we'll keep it short. But so in the last week since the pod, we've watched United have played Newcastle and United have played Chelsea. Spurs have played,
and you forgot Bournemouth. You played Bournemouth as well. You've had 3 games.
So we played. I didn't want to mention Bournemouth one because that, whatever. We played Newcastle and then Chelsea and Bournemouth today, literally like 2 hours ago. You've played City, West Ham.
City and West Ham, and then we've got Newcastle tomorrow.
So we'll talk about that next week, which will be even better.
Oh boy.
United.
It's about 2 out of form sides.
So United stunk out the gaff on the first game. Absolutely horrific, disgrace, everything. Just if you want to search up superlatives for why it was so bad, just type in any Man United reaction online into that game, and you'll see it all. Chelsea was a full storm. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't. Chelsea was just a really bad team.
Yes.
With no midfield against a team that was...
You mean a £250 million midfield?
Oh, 100%. You know, amazing prospects in Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. Oh! With good old Cole Palmer in front of them. But that's not the point.
Hey, at least he scored.
And that was about it. Rashford got a penalty the other week. Has been shit the whole season. Beside the point. And then obviously you played... Who was it? City first, right?
We did play City first, and we got really excited that pulled off a shock draw that you kept gaslighting me into predicting.
I said you wouldn't lose. I know
you
confident.
did. I know you did, and I was so not confident because we were missing literally a spine.
Well, thanks to you, my overdraft's in 2.5 million after I paid the ref off. But that's how the draw happened.
Would make sense.
And then in that game, probably the worst refereeing decision of all time, arguably.
Oh, I don't know. There's been many.
Sorry, in the Prem maybe.
There's still been many. I think to the time that the referee gave a free kick for Grealish diving when Villa scored an equaliser against Palace. I think about the time that Villa's keeper collapsed into his own net with the ball and Sheffield United didn't get a goal that sent Bournemouth down. That's the same season, so I always say that.
Yeah.
When they complain about that one, they forget about the other one, so it'd have evened out.
Okay.
But,
the worst one of this season, then. 100%. He plays advantage.
The offside for Diaz against Spurs.
That's a VAR whole fuck up.
That's multiple referees fucking up.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's multiple referees.
Then the one
from
the City game was just incompetence for one ref. No, the VAR couldn't have amended that because of how idiotic he was. He played on advantage. Everyone's then thinking, yeah, Grealish is going to score now, 4-3, is what it is. And then...
I know why it happened. You're not going to like it, but I know why it happened. Oh, God. Do you know who did the tackle on Haaland? It was a certain... No, he was suspended. It was a certain man's presence that took him down.
Emerson Royale.
There's a running gag between me and him that you don't know about, basically. Emerson Royale was the one that did the tackle, and his aura caused the referee to blow the whistle. He didn't intentionally do it.
Let's move past that game.
It was just the sheer sight of that.
Let's move past the game. The less we talk about Emerson Royale's fucking presence, the less I don't want to jump off a bridge.
To be fair, he didn't play this game. He didn't play against...
Oh, did he not? Okay.
No, he got benched.
And then obviously on the same day... Sorry, was it the following day you played after us? Was it before?
I'm going to say yeah.
Oh, yeah, you played on the Thursday, we played on the Wednesday. I think. Yeah.
So it was
day after I'm jubilant and over the moon, you got battered, are we going to say?
What?
Second half battered then.
So basically, they scored 2 jammy goals.
But you bottled it.
I mean, when it ricocheted, it was literally like playing.
The first goal, I can't argue against. The first goal was
the second goal as well. an underhit back pass.
Yeah,
then
but
the keeper dives with his hands and has to push it away.
But that's a mistake Spurs causes. The first
that
one...
That is a mistake Spurs cause.
The first one, to quote what you just said milliseconds ago, was the presence just rolling the ball past the defenders. Yeah. It bounced off them like fucking pinball in the arcade. And going all the way through. And then now we're going to see what happens with you against Newcastle tomorrow, because United got absolutely battered today. Could have been 4, but apparently there was a foul.
Yeah. And I saw VAR didn't give it. But I know John. I know John, who's a Newcastle fan, and oh boy, like 6-1 last year was not fun. Like he's not a sort of nasty guy about that kind of stuff, but you know, 6-1's 6-1.
Yeah, like 7-0 for you.
So,
Liverpool next week.
Oh, that was 7, wasn't it? That's fine.
Yeah, that's why I went. That's what I said 7, and we got Bayern on Tuesday.
You'll be fine. They lost 5-1 today.
That's cool. United can score goals. We just can't stop them.
Yeah. Like Bayern got absolutely smashed by Frankfurt today, 5-1.
Yeah, that gives me no confidence though. Absolutely no confidence. They'll come out with a vengeance to finish the league, the group, you know, unbeaten. They
got nothing to play for. They'll just put out a reserve side and make sure they don't get any important injuries. You know, they're playing nothing important.
No,
it doesn't affect their group position.
I fully expect them to put out a full strongest 11. Fully expect it. I expect Kimmich, Kane, Sane, everyone there to batter us. Although I heard they've got a lot of injuries at the moment, so I don't know.
They won't want to risk injuries. They'll put out whoever the sort of least important injuries. So they'll bench, say, Kane. They'll bench a centre back. They'll bench Kimmich.
Still lose.
Oh, I'm not saying you won't, but I'm just saying they'll be smart about it.
Oh yeah, Bayern will be. We'll just get absolutely smashed. And then we've got Liverpool on the weekend.
I'm just not looking forward to this whole Newcastle game.
I think
because it's just. I mean, I like that because last time you said we'd be all right, we drew with freaking City. So, but we are 5 games in a row where we've led and we've got 1 point from 5 games, and we've led all of them.
Yeah,
1 point.
Yeah. I also think with the amount of injuries Newcastle have got at the moment, because I think the worst at the moment it was United. Now I don't know who it is. I think it might be Newcastle now. Then it's you guys. Then it's us, I think, at the moment, because we're starting to get everyone back. Martinez is back in training.
I know they've got Botman out. I know they've got Wilson out. No, Isak, unless that's happened again, like the last day or two.
I heard in the last 3 or 4 days he was injured. It might be something small. Yeah, apparently. But if you think about it, Isak, Longstaff, Wilson, Tonali, Botman.
Well, Tonali's just he's suspended.
Nick Pope.
Yeah, Nick Pope actually forgot Nick Pope's one, so that's absolutely skyrocketed them above us.
Starting keeper, 2 of their starting strikers, 2 of their starting midfielders, starting centre back, starting keeper.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, they've lost most of their 11 in the last 2 months and it's massive injuries. Not like we're gonna lose them for a month and a bit. Like United have lost. We lost most of our players since August, but now it's December. We've got a few out still, but Amad Diallo's back in training. Martinez has been sitting around the training ground, so he'll be back probably January. We've got Højlund having a little bit of an issue here and there where he has to start, maybe not. Sometimes he doesn't. So we're nearly back with all our players, but I can't imagine how much longer we've got left. But we'll just go and it's fine. We'll go get Bruno's not going to play against Liverpool because he's suspended. Because he didn't do that on purpose.
You don't need creativity.
Not against Liverpool, nah.
No, you just need McSauce.
The McSauce experiment has to end. Has to. I know he's been scoring so many.
Which idiot would put a bet on McSauce to score? Who would do that?
Yeah, I wonder who.
I mean, did it happen? Did he score twice?
Yeah, he did. He's been on a hat-trick 3 times this season, which is insane. He's a centre mid who's meant to be playing.
What a guy.
What's a McSauce? He's just mint.
Also, I believe he's got a confirmed result that Arsenal have lost to Villa. So Villa are flying high. They're only a point behind Arsenal now.
Possible title challenges?
Still third.
No, definitely not. But just throwing that out there.
I mean,
They haven't got the squad.
No, but they're playing well. They're upsetting teams. They've beaten Spurs. They've beaten Arsenal. They've beaten City.
I think we beat them or draw. We didn't lose.
I think Liverpool beat them earlier in the season.
Yeah, because United have definitely played them. I just don't remember what we did.
I feel they lost 3-0 to Liverpool, but yeah, so they could be an upset, but I think they're a genuine shout for top four. Genuine. Yeah, I think they're a genuine shout.
I think Liverpool are nailed on, City nailed on, Arsenal nailed on. You think they're that fourth spot?
Well, Spurs are in
free fall
at the moment. Like, we're basically waiting for our injuries to come back. Newcastle with the Bravka in net.
True.
Oh
no, we haven't played them this season.
Chelsea. Like, who? Brighton?
I don't see Chelsea pulling their shit together anytime soon. Brighton
like, who do you see pipping into fourth? Because I don't.
You'll get Maddison back this season. You'll get.
Yeah, but how many points will we have dropped between now and then?
That's the thing. I think my answer.
I feel that we're going to drop too many.
I think my answer might change
have
by the
that
end
much
of January. But I don't know. I think if you can come fifth
I don't see
or
a crucial player that Villa lose. I don't see who would be the crucial player that they would lose.
Watkins.
I mean, maybe. But I think someone like John Duran can step in.
Not to the same level, though.
Not to the same level, but I don't think it'd be as big a fall off as Spurs without Maddison.
True.
I think Villa without Watkins, like there'll be a difference, but it won't be as noticeable as a difference.
No, that's fair.
Like, I think they'll be able to keep up with their game plan, how they're playing. I feel they're more adaptable.
Actually, I know who their crucial is. There's two of them. It's Pau Torres and Martinez.
Fair.
I think you lose either of those, you're done for. Because apparently,
to be fair, how many teams can you lose a goalkeeper from and it not be crucial?
United. I shit you not. Onana out the net. You can't argue it, can you? Onana this season out of the net. There's no debate. We do better.
I could think of about two that weren't United, and that was going to be Forest, and that was going to be Arsenal. Because they both essentially got two people fighting number one. Arsenal, if Raya gets injured, Ramsdale's just number one.
Exactly.
And they're back to where they are. And Forest, if Vlachodimos gets injured, then Matt Turner's there.
Yeah. Or
Dean they've Henderson, got people.
I think Dean Henderson's still there. I feel like Dean Henderson's there.
I don't know what's happening with Dean Henderson.
I don't. He's not.
But anyway, we're starting to go on.
Sorry, Dean Henderson.
We're starting to go wildly away from
Dean Henderson. Oh no, he's at Palace permanently. Oh, that's where he's at.
Got injured.
Yeah, we sold him for 25 mil to Palace. Bargain of the
God, that's a move I forgot from this summer entirely.
Yeah. Mate, this summer was wild. But no, it's a mad season so far. Well, I say so far, it's fucking December. Absolute madness. But no, right, so we've gone over the week, obviously, meh. Have we got anything coming up for the next week? Other than existing?
I might just say my usual no. And just make that a running gag at this point, almost.
Yeah, Luke has nothing ever going on, apparently. It's not like he's got anything going on tonight either. He's just got nothing. No,
that doesn't sound like me. Does not sound like me at all.
Whereas I'm streaming Lethal Company in about 40 minutes. Well, actually, for those who are listening to this, I was streaming it in 40 minutes a week ago. So
yeah, basically, at about 8:10 when he's planning on starting.
Yeah, and you guys won't be hearing any of this because I'm not. You will be hearing this a week later, although you might see it all over socials. Me crying in fear. That might be there.
It'd be a nice change for it to be in fear rather than in reaction.
Yes, as people keep calling me out on my anime reactions for crying and saying it's cringe, and I'm like, yeah, because I sat there, clicked record, and was like, I'm gonna cry now. No, I clicked record and the crying just happened anyway.
And it was just au natural.
Oh, it was. I think you said Onana then. I don't know why. I heard au natural and I went au natural, no nana.
No, not au naturally in the back of the net. Just au natural.
Oh, that was a low blow. Oh, that was a low blow.
I mean, so was you slanging off the game James played earlier, but you know, we move.
You know, Fort Solis deserves it because it's Fort Shite. Fort Solis, Fort Solis, isolated away. It's not Fort Solis, is it? It's Fort Collis.
It is Fort Solis.
Is it?
Yes.
Like the Fortress is... No, I'm thinking it's Fortress of Solitude in my head.
You're now going wildly off topic.
I'm now going to Spider-Man. Not
You're
Spider-Man,
spiraling.
Superman.
You're spiraling.
I spiral into just stuff to do with men. I don't know why. Superman. Spider-Man. Yeah, I saw you then react then, thinking I was going to go off tangent to another place.
I could have gone many places.
Oh, that will always go many places. Just, you know, on none. No, that's a mad sentence. What I was about to say in my head then. Let's have a look. That's fine. Right, yeah. So we're gonna pretty much wrap it up for the day. We've pretty much covered everything we need to. If anything, we'll just elaborate next week. Because by the time we come to it next week, one of us will be heavily depressed because of Bayern and Liverpool. But you know, that's fine.
Yeah, that'll be the reason.
Yes, that'll be the reason. 100%. You know, you've got to play Newcastle and who else in that time? Oh, you haven't got European nights.
Europe. No.
So you've only got one heartbreak to suffer next week. Or this week.
Tomorrow,
yeah. I've got two, and that's going to be horrible.
It's all right. The NFL will give me comfort.
With the little blue tents.
Yeah, but hopefully we don't see people in the blue tents. None of the injury tents hopefully get used. Although they absolutely will.
Right, that's no worries then. Right. Anything else you want to say other than no?
No.
Of course. Right. We'll see you next time, guys. Like, subscribe, follow all that stuff, rate on Spotify. It helps massively. And share. Right, have a good one.
See you later, guys.